It's the Monster Mile. It's Dover International Speedway, and it's NASCAR.com GarageCam live here from Dover International Speedway. The fans are lined up getting autographs. Greg Biffle, Roush Racing, signing some autographs here. So's Casey Mears. They're all kind of the same autograph.
Did I spell that right?
Did you spell it right? Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to say. But
Did he do a good job?
Excellent job.
Okay. So he gets the approval.
He didn't even look at it.
He didn't even look at it. So, all right, man. The Monster Mile here. Let's go a little fun since I got you. If you were a monster, what monster would you be?
Wow.
We're talking.
Man.
You could be like Godzilla. You could be like King Kong. You could be
whatever monster drives the possibly best they possibly could today.
I don't know monsters that
and
drive
get the
though.
most out of the car. I don't know. Maybe it would be like. I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer. Casey Mears. There's Carl Edwards signing some autographs on his way into the garage area here. What's up, Carl? All right, man. We just asked Casey if he was going to be a monster. What monster would he be? What monster would Carl Edwards be? You're almost too nice to be a monster.
I don't know, man. A flipping monster, he says.
Yeah, backflipping monster.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't walk. You just flip everywhere. Front flips, back flips, side flips, whatever flips you had, had to do. That wasn't very good, but
no. You ready to attack this roller coaster of 1 mile oval?
Yeah, I'm ready. We got a fast car. If we win this weekend, we win $1 million for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. So
that's great. Stanley
and Ace Hardware Foundation is going to do that. It'll be fun. We got to beat Jimmy Johnson, though. That's the problem.
That guy knows how to get it done here. All right. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. signing autographs. Mike Davis overseeing operations here, of course, PR extraordinaire. And let's see, I think this is about the 3,229,000th autograph. Dale, look at that one, though. Look at the hair there, man. You bringing that back anytime?
Oh, yeah, I don't have that kind of hair anymore.
What about the goatee? We could bring the 2000s back.
Yeah, we could.
It never left me.
Yeah. Yeah. We they got a pretty good little place here in Dover for the fans to get some autographs. As the drivers, you can go into the garage here. So this is kind of
and this is a young one right here.
Tradition, yeah. That's
you got to see some doozies when you roll through here. All right, we asked some of the other guys real quick. If you were a monster, what monster would you be?
What monster would I be?
I mean, there's King Kong, there's Godzilla.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good monsters, man.
I don't know. Godzilla was pretty cool because he was laying in water, right? So
yeah. So he's amphibious.
Yeah.
Thanks, Junior.
So that would, you have an advantage there to be able to haul butt into the water if you needed to.
And if there's a rain delay, you're good. Yeah. Dale Earnhardt Jr. signing some autographs for the fans. And there's Casey right there. Casey Kane signing some autographs. Yeah, this is Autograph Alley here. And, man, I guess we could probably stay here and talk to all the drivers. Then we wouldn't be able to show you any of the cars. So we'll let Godzilla go here and follow Mike Davis. As we roll into the garage area here on NASCAR.com, this is your live streaming show. Only here on NASCAR.com, presented by Mobile One. Fans going nuts here because Dale Earnhardt Jr. is, I guess, walking behind us. And welcome to the garage here, Dover, Delaware. Bob Margolis waves hi and welcomes you. Well, let's welcome you with some horsepower and some noise. Oh, folks, it's going to be a loud garage cam today. All the cars right now pulled out. Tuning the engines. First in the chat, Louis DiDonato. Dale Earnhardt Jr. walking by. Louis DiDonato, you get the pole position today, brother. So far, the all-time pole winner, Louis DiDonato. Having fun on Garage Cam. It's loud. Ryan Newman, the number 31 car, expressing earlier last week that he doesn't know what his future will be with the RCR organization. That is very much up in the air. So, of course, Austin Dillon with aspirations of running full-time in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Edgar Poe tunes in on the chat. I love Garage Cam with Chuck Bush. I'm not Chuck Bush, but I love Chuck Bush. It's okay. Hey, celebrity right here, one of the best bands in Dover. you saw Casey Kane. Well, there's his 5 Farmers Insurance ride. Ricky Stenhouse. Check out the new colorful colors, Sunny D. You saw I don't know if you follow Roush Racing on Twitter, but they did a fun little deal with a Sunny D commercial of the inside the refrigerator, classic Sunny D commercial shot. And it was Ricky Stenhouse reaching in saying, well, what is there? Is there this? There's a purple drink? Hey, Sunny D. Well, there you go. Colorful new paint scheme. You won't have a hard time finding the Olive Branch, Mississippi driver on the track anytime this weekend. Right alongside teammates, Trevor Bain, Tennessee driver. Alongside Smoke, Tony Stewart. If you look on NASCAR.com, a video up of his last win here. And it was actually in this paint scheme right here for Tony Stewart. The Mobile One colors, but Code 3 paint scheme this weekend. A little different look. It's the Dover look for the Stewart-Haas number 14 team. Tony Stewart knows how to get it done here. Fresh off his best finish since the comeback last week in Kansas. So a little momentum for this Mobile One team. About to turn this car around here. This is going to be a crowded area here in the next few minutes as we spin over and see Kyle Larson's number 42 car. Cars cranking up, computers going on top of these cars right now, hooking into the fuel injection units, getting reads from the chip, digital dashes inside these cars. Lots of technology now. A few years ago, we didn't see computers on top of our race cars here in the Cup Series garage. The number 43, Smithfield, Richard Petty Motorsports, number 43. Eric Amarola. Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Menards, number 27, and Timmy Latigo. Oh, what's the wrench we got there? He's going to work. We got a big cart coming in here, so we can't bug Timmy Latigo anymore. Superstar crew guy. Mason Jennings here, tire guy with the 27, wheeling the tires. We have some new tires here, new right side tires on these Sprint Cup Series cars this weekend, new Goodyears. The left sides are tires that we ran at Texas. The right sides are a completely different code that we've never run here before. From what I'm told by some of the tire guys, it should produce a little more grip for these drivers around this tough 1 mile high banked oval here in Delaware. Greg Biffle, you saw him signing autographs right at the top of the show with that sporty, clean Performance Products paint scheme in that Ford. Greg Biffle, a winner here at the Monster Mile. Danica Patrick in the Nature's Bakery machine right here, the number 10. We just saw the Nature's Bakery golf cart being towed. It made me sad because I love the Nature's Bakery product. So best finish, 15th last year. So that was good. But an average of 23.6 for Danica Patrick. Not our best track right here, but I'll tell you what's really cool is what's flying on the side of this car right here. Autism Delaware. Of course, this is the AAA 400 drive for Autism this weekend. So Artie Kempner's golf tournament yesterday, a great annual tradition. Artie Kempner from Fox. A lot of the drivers participating in that, raising money, raising awareness for autism. It's a beautiful thing to see. And that's one thing that our garage possesses, such power to make a difference in so many different charities and so many people's lives. Clint Boyer, the number 15. Maybe we'll see some drivers here shortly. And Landon Castley, number 38. Front Row Motorsports, MDS. And you see the garage area here. Let's give you a little layout here, okay? If you've never been to Dover, this is quite frankly the most packed garage area that we have, okay? Very old garage setup here. And because we have the horse track inside this racetrack, the area for the garages here is very tight. They park these haulers right here, and this little area that the drivers drive through is extremely tight here. So it's a high traffic area. Casey Mears doesn't know what monster he'll be. He's hoping to tame Miles the Monster. The Monster Mile here. Miles is a pretty cool mascot, gotta say. You know, not just a mascot, but Miles the Monster is basically the trophy that you'll receive if you win here at the Monster Mile. Brian Scott, the Acme Shore Lodge paint scheme for B. Scott. He already has, okay, he's a rookie, but he has one start here at Dover last year. So, you know, he's run here in the Xfinity Series, of course, but Brian Scott with some Cup experience here. So a little bit more of a comfort factor when you come to a place that you've wheeled a Cup car around before. Matt DiBenedetto, yes. And I'm from the Northeast. I can pronounce Matt DiBenedetto's name. A lot of people can't. That's why they call him all different nicknames. Matt D. And then, of course, on the door of this car, Guido, fun-living nickname for the Italian-American driver. Matt DiBenedetto. Trying to get some all-star votes. I know that. He's been really working hard at that. He said that if he gets voted into the all-star race, DiBenedetto, that he will change his name to Matt D. Burrito. Matt D. Burrito. So if you like Mexican food, if you like burritos, Matt D. is your man. Plus, I think it would be cool. Regan Smith, the number 7 right here, the New York driver. Just saw him a little while ago on his golf cart. You see these covers right here. There's a reason. There's some weather creeping in on the area. So keep it locked on to NASCAR.com all day long. We got Xfinity cars on the track practicing right now. Cup practice follows this GarageCam at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A whole day of action here. 3 series competing at Dover. Three of NASCAR's biggest tours. Of course, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race later today. The NASCAR Xfinity Series race Saturday. That's tomorrow. And then, of course, highlighted by the AAA 400 Drive for Autism here on Sunday. Michael McDowell, general contractors, on board this weekend. And Michael actually and a bunch of people with this team with Thrivent Financial were able to do something really special this week in Dover and help somebody that really needed it. And they built a home and made a bunch of repairs for somebody here locally in the Dover area. So kudos to Thrivent Financial driver Michael McDowell for that this week. I was hoping to go to it, but they did the build at like 11 a.m. and I didn't fly until 1:30. But McDowell does a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know to help others. And big tip of the cap to Michael McDowell. David Reagan, the number 23 car, always one of a kind on the side of that Toyota. Trying to show you every single car we can here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Rookie driver right here, Chris Buescher, the number 34. If you play NASCAR Fantasy Live on NASCAR.com, you always got to look at those bargain drivers, the ones that are in that $7 to $5 range. And this guy is my pick for the bargain of the week, Chris Buescher, down in that like $5.75 range. Definitely the best car slash driver slash team combination in that part of the NASCAR Fantasy Live game. So make sure you check it out, NASCAR.com, click Fantasy. I play it. I'm in about 6 different leagues. There's a public league for Pocono Raceway. That's a lot of fun. And a bunch of us in the garage have some private leagues and stuff. And we, of course, we're NASCAR.com. We have to try our own products, so we're on there all the time. Michael Annette's number 46. Air pressure going in, getting those Goodyears ready to go here at Dover. You see that little flap right there? That's not just a flap for when they spin out to keep these cars on the ground. Right there is the flap that they'll open up during qualifying and put the cool down unit in there to circulate water throughout the engine, so to keep these cars cool and get it cooled off for another qualifying run. So a very important part of each one of these Sprint Cup Series cars. Cole Witt with the number 98. Pat Trison and Cole Witt. Here's a driver that we said would be probably the fantasy value possibly of the week here at Dover in NASCAR Fantasy Live. How does it feel to be a value?
To be a value? Yeah. Good thing, right? Good place for us. So enjoy this racetrack a lot. Love coming to Dover.
is the Monster Mile. If you were a monster, what monster would you be?
Oh, what's the blue and purple guy from Monsters Incorporated? Sully? Is it Sully?
Sully, yes.
That'd probably be me.
So you're lovable.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't scare children.
Scary looking, but
You don't scare children, though.
no, ideally
you're
not.
nice.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks a lot. Chris Bush, you're right. Dale Jr. said he was Godzilla, so you might want to watch out for him. Oh, the randomness of NASCAR.com GarageCam. And there's Clint Boyer. Hey, he's hustling to get to his trailer right there. Boyer's got the fast walk going on. He's got to catch up to Christine Curley. She's swift. Josh Wise is number 30, Curtis Key Motorsports car. All right, bud. Why don't you say hello to all your fans on NASCAR.com, Alex Doss, and tell them who you are and what you're doing today, bud.
I'm here in GarageCam. I'm watching it. I was watching it on my phone like 10 minutes ago. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing a good day.
So usually you're in the chat room, but right now you're here at the track. For the fans watching this on GarageCam, explain to them how cool it is to be exactly right where you are.
It's really cool. You know, you're right next to the cars, like 2 feet away. It's really loud. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but it's pretty loud for me.
All right, Doss, celebrity. All the drivers love him. He's we always see him every year at Pocono outside of the coach lot, and a bunch of us have gotten to know little Alex Doss. Actually, you know, he's growing up. I mean, we remember him when he was knee-high to a grasshopper. So many good fans, you know, in the Northeast here as well, all over the country, such great NASCAR fans. But, you know, we're in that little region where this region, I'll tell you what, it's not known for its NASCAR roots, but it has a lot of roots in NASCAR. A lot of NASCAR fans up here in the Northeast that are extremely diehard about their NASCAR racing. Ryan Blaney looking to make start number 1 in the Sprint Cup Series here at the Monster Mile. Blaney, he got a pole here last year in the Xfinity Series and a 4th place finish, so some experience here at a very difficult, very challenging racetrack for this young driver as he gets ready to make his first Sprint Cup Series start here with the Wood Brothers. The Dinger, A.J. Allmendinger, arguably one of A.J.'s best tracks, this place. You know, may not have a slew of really great finishes. He's got a few top 10 finishes for A.J. Allmendinger, I believe 3 and 16 starts. No top 5s, but this is a place where A.J. Allmendinger gets it done. So look out for the Dinger this weekend. That's my underdog pick. Matt Kenseth, the number 20. A little Clorox on the nose, hoping to maybe keep it a little clean. Oh, joke. This week and get a really good finish and get a win. This has probably been the team in the Sprint Cup Series, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, that has been the best performing team as far as speed in practice, as far as qualifying, as far as how fast their cars have been every race. But they just can't seem to shake the monkey off their back. Matt Kenseth, he could get it done here at Dover, so expect Matt Kenseth to really show up. He's got to show up at one of these races and knock out a win or a top 5 finish, because Kenseth, strong indeed so far in 2016. Denny Hamlin, you want to talk about a guy that's kind of been snake bitten. Here's a guy, a Virginia native, that is so accustomed to running so well on short tracks. And this place is so fast. It's 1 mile long, but in a way it's kind of races like a short track in some ways like a super speedway. But 3 poles here, so Denny Hamlin has the speed, but no wins here. And get this, folks, if you're a statistician, this is the stat you got to look at. Denny Hamlin averages a 19th place finish, 19.2. That is unreal. You wouldn't figure that for a guy that's so strong here with 3 poles, that much speed. Jamie McMurray looking for elusive first win here at Dover. He's leaning back. He's being so polite. That was awesome. Crew guys always working around us, trying to give us room here in the garage. And of course, there's some radar up on the screen in the background. The crew's paying attention to that. So this could be a very crucial first practice here because track time could be limited. So you're going to want to get that car out there, maybe on a sticker run, get it through qualifying trim as quick as you can, and then with the possible threat of maybe weather delaying this qualifying session later today, you might want to really get those race runs in as quick as possible too. You do have practices tomorrow as well. Aaron Luttrell, hey Matt, I'm watching from science class. Can I see the number 88 and 24? I want you to tell your science teachers that you are studying engineering and science in action right here in the Napa Auto Parts number 24 pit of Chase Elliott. These teams underneath the car working on this car to get it prepped for this first practice session. And why not? Science class, right? Engineering, science, it's all education. We try to be educational as well. Here we go, the Miami, New Jersey native, Martin Truex Jr. You know what I love about this paint scheme? You know, when you look at it on the track, it just looks like flat black. But let me just show you something. This is cool. It's like carbon fiber. If you don't think that's cool, something's wrong with you. There is the Miami, New Jersey native, strapping into his Toyota here. Since the affiliation with Joe Gibbs Racing, this team has stepped it up. And their move to Toyota. A lot of people thought they maybe stumble out of the gate, switching manufacturers. But Martin Truex Jr. and this furniture racing team has done the opposite. Yes, they've had a little bit of trouble. They've had some bad luck, but they've been strong everywhere they've been. Tune in to NASCAR.com actually right now after you're done with this. On the front page, we just did a very, very entertaining feature looking at Martin Truex's season so far. And we're calling it the True Hex, because Martin Truex Jr. has had sort of a hex on him. And remember, folks, what day is it right now? It's Friday the 13th. Martin Truex Jr. has had so much bad luck this year and this team. Now we come here on Friday the 13th, the race on Sunday, his home race right here, okay, from nearby Miami, New Jersey. So could this be the weekend that Martin Truex Jr. snaps the True Hex? Hey folks, we're where every NASCAR fan watching would love to be. We're inside the NASCAR garage right now. And the number 88 being worked on right here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Call him Godzilla this weekend. Why not? Dale Earnhardt Jr. with one win here at Dover. Several years ago, I think it was 2000, I believe. 2001, says Rashawn Brown. Thanks for correcting my stat, because I can't keep them in my head that well. Rob Lope, superstar tire guy right there. Speaking of superstars, this race sponsored by AAA. And here's the driver with AAA on board this weekend, about to hop into his Chevrolet number 3 right here with a beautiful American flag helmet, Austin Dillon. All the drivers this weekend on race day will be flying an autism sticker, as well a little note for you at home. So many decals on these cars, and it's an exciting thing when you get a decal on the car, whether you're a sponsor one time or a contingency sponsor right over here. Like it's a very awesome thing to be involved in this sport. Looking at the Joey Logano machine, Sarah Stengel. Hello from Reading, Pennsylvania. Hey, you're not that far from here. Come on. Hope to see the number 22, Joey Logano. Sarah, there you go, girl. That is for you and Joey Logano right here. This is a track where he has 4 Xfinity Series wins, so he could get it done here. But in the Cup Series, he only has 1 lap led. Yeah, let that sink in. 14 starts, no wins. He's finished 3rd here about 3 times, but 1 lap led, okay? But he can get around this place in that Penske car. He's proven it here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He just needs to prove it and lead some laps here in the Sprint Cup Series, and that's something that the number 22 is aiming to do this weekend. Right alongside, 2-time winner so far in 2016, it's Brad Keselowski in the Worth number 2. Let's stroll on down here. We got a few other cars to show you, and we want to get to them before they roll out. But Kurt Busch right here, 1 win here at Dover, 2011 It's a place where he knows really well. Made his first career Sprint Cup Series start here at the Monster Mile. I know what type of monster this guy would be. He'd be a monster in a can right there. Monster Energy, the sponsor on board the Kurt Busch machine at the Monster Mile. I don't know about this guy. I heard he's pretty good here. What do y'all think? Some guy named Jimmy Johnson, some 2-time winner this year, some 6-time champion in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, and some 10-time winner here at Dover. Stats that are just absolutely amazing. If he wins this weekend, he will win his 11th race at Dover, which would put him in elite company with only 2 other drivers that have had 11 wins at one particular racetrack. Quite a feat if Jimmy Johnson can pull it off. And I don't know, you don't set many goals for this guy that he's not going to break. So Jimmy Johnson, the number 48 Lowe's machine. Everybody's chasing the number 48, it seems, every time we come here to Dover. About to back out of the stall, Carl Edwards. Guy who says he'd be a backflip monster. Edwards in this beautiful Stanley Tools number 19 machine. 1 win here, 2007. But you know what's impressive about Carl Edwards here? His consistency. And you see that success on these concrete ovals, and especially here. Nearly half of his finishes here at Dover have resulted in top 10 finishes. 2 wins this season, so these boys are rolling. Speaking of rolling straight off that win in Kansas, the number 18 pedigree machine, Kyle Busch, 3 wins in the 2016 season. Kyle Busch, the winner here in the spring, so 2 wins here. 3rd best driver rating. Here's a guy that wants to say, heck with that Jimmy Johnson thing, I'm the guy here. Roll over to pit stall number 1 right here before he rolls out onto the track, because he's all buckled into that number 4 Jimmy John Sandwiches Chevrolet, and it is Kevin Harvick. And you see that bow tie on the nose of Kevin Harvick's car. 6 wins in a row for Chevrolet as a manufacturer here at Dover, so a big deal of dominance here for Chevrolet. And as of late, Chevrolet in 2016 not having the results compared to the Toyota teams. I mean, between Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards over there, we're talking about 5 wins so far in this short season. So Chevrolet looking at this Dover race on their schedule as a place to put their bow tie stamp on the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season. A few minutes to go till practice starts here. Of course, such an exciting racetrack, Dover. Up here in the Northeast, so many great race fans and so many great racers, and I want to take 2 seconds to dedicate this show to the great Dutch Hogue, who passed this week, patriarch of the Hogue racing family, and a man that I've gotten to know very well, a modified legend, raced in the Sprint Cup Series a handful of races as well in his career, the Bath, New York native, and someone that made their name in the real fast tracks like Langhorne in Pennsylvania. But this garage surely joins me in mourning the loss of the great Dutch Hogue this weekend. So Northeast roots on some of these racers here. Midwesterner right there, Bakersfield, California right there. But in the Northeast, a lot of NASCAR roots as well. 1969, the first time we were here, Richard Petty took the checkered flag here the first time. Such a streaky place here in Dover. Well, it's been streaky for Jimmy Johnson, that's for sure. But a lot of underdog wins, too. If you looked at, we passed Martin Truex Jr. in his big win in 2007. Was such a great underdog feat at the time. Him pulling off a win this weekend wouldn't have the underdog feel that it had maybe back then, even though he's got to overcome some bad luck. But there's been only a few handful of drivers here that were true underdogs that took the checkered flag. This place has been dominated by the superstars of our sport, you know, from Richard Petty to Jimmy Johnson. But, you know, you look back at Jody Ridley's big win here in 1981, and then Derek Cope, the Daytona 500 winner, solidifying his stature in the Sprint Cup Series, winning here in 1990. Who will get it done this weekend? Will it be Concrete Carl? I don't like that nickname. I don't like Cousin Carl either. It's Carl Edwards. We need a better nickname for him. I've always said that right there. But Jimmy Johnson right here, 6-time. Used to be called 5-time. Who knows? He might be called 7-time when this season is done. Car's about to roll out here on the track. 2,999 laps led for Jimmy Johnson. Only needs one more for 3,000. This guy gets it done at the Monster Mile. And we're rolling out. Joe Legato running before he races fast in this car. Teammate Brad Keselowski rolling out onto the track as well. There's the bow tie nationwide ride of Dale Earnhardt Jr. right there. Austin Dillon. Not a very impressive record for Austin Dillon. The homeboy right there, Martin Truex Jr. trying to get it done. Chase Elliott, his rookie performance here for Chase Elliott. Matt Kenseth is the number 20. The Dinger. Make sure to tune in to the AAA 400 Drive for Autism. Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on FS1, on PRN if you're listening on the radio, and on Sirius XM satellite radio. Make sure to keep it tuned in to NASCAR.com all weekend long. Live leaderboard, all the practice coverage, and all the race coverage. And make sure you tune in to NASCAR Drive as well, where you see the in-car cameras, Austin Dillon, the 19 of Carl Edwards, the 4 of Kevin Harvick, the 21 of Ryan Blaney, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So quite a weekend on hand here at the scary monster high banks of Dover International Speedway. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.